Hi everyone, I'm Katie. Thanks for practicing with me today. Today it is week 6 of our Yin Yoga 7-week series at bedtime. And we're gonna do, last week we did love in our low body. Today we're gonna do love in our upper body. And with that being said, you don't have to have done any previous videos to do this practice. So if you just happened across this, please join us, okay? Don't need to have to do all the other videos to do this one, okay? All right, but just maybe grab 2 towels or 2 blankets, because they can be helpful, and just something comfy, okay? All right. So let's go ahead. We're gonna start on our backs. So come all the way down to your low back. Press your head in the mat. I like to walk my shoulder blades down like you're stepping them down a little bit, okay? So you can take your knees side to side as you do that. It's kind of a little massage. So if you're new to Yin, I'll do the little spiel as you're kind of rocking here. Yin Yoga targets our ligaments, tendons, cartilage, the connective tissues in our body versus regular vinyasa hatha yoga that targets our muscles, okay? So we use just gravity and time to help us. So we come into the pose, we stop where we naturally stop, which is called our edge, and then we just sit and we try to find stillness and move in the pause, okay? And with that being said, make sure you're okay to practice Yin before you do it, okay? All right, we're gonna take our hands. Keep your legs bent, your feet are by your bum making a number 11. Take your hands and just imagine you're holding a beach ball and just bring it behind you. And then walk your fingertips up. And then drop your shoulders down. And then lift your beach ball back up. Let's do that again. Let's lift up our beach ball all the way behind us. Walk your fingertips, walk your shoulders, and then bring them down, okay? The other thing with Yin Yoga is we don't have to manipulate our breath. We can just let our breath be natural, okay? These are great poses to do also if you just like a couple of the poses, you do it while you're watching TV. You don't have to put as much thought into the sequence as we do with vinyasa or hatha yoga, okay? And then let's do it one more time. Bring your beach ball back up and then take it one more time over your head. Walk your fingertips up, walk your shoulder blades up, and then drop your shoulders down. All right, let's extend your feet out. Point your toes and then extend your arms, bring them together above your head, okay? And we're just gonna heel walk our feet. Let me move this blanket so you can see what I'm doing here. Heel walk your feet over towards the left and point your fingers over towards the left. We're gonna come to Bananasana, okay? So again, you just come to where you naturally stop. That's your edge, and we're just gonna stay there. Sometimes you find that after about 30 seconds or so, you can go a little bit deeper. So if there's no pain, there's no burning, there's no tingling, no numbness, please do so, okay? If there are all those bad things, then come out of the pose, all right? There is option in this pose also to pick up your right foot and cross it over, but sometimes that's too much on the outer hip for some people, so they don't like it. So you have to play with it and see what you like, all right? All right. All right, let's walk your hands and your feet back to center. Point your toes, reach up and wiggle your fingers, okay? A nice wiggle here. You can even squeeze your fists. Do some little fist squeezes. Help protect your wrists a little. And then let's do the other side. So let's heel walk our feet to the right, hands go to the right. And again, we just come where we naturally stop here. All right, and then let's walk our feet back. Point your toes. Again, wiggle your fingers out, stretch as far as you can. Lift and lower your knee, and then we're just gonna bend our knees in towards our chest, and then sweep your arms around and grab onto the back of your thighs, okay? You can kind of roll out here a little bit, side to side. Massage your back. And then let's take ourselves all the way to the right and just pause for a moment. And then let's slowly press ourselves up, okay? All right. So we're gonna come into a half butterfly. So extend your left leg out. And then sometimes it's nice to roll up your blanket, put under there, okay? I know this is mostly an upper body, but we gotta show our lower body a little tiny bit of love too, okay? All right, and then your inner right foot is gonna go to the inside of your left thigh, like that, okay? All right, get really tall. And we have options here. You can either extend your arm down your left leg, grab onto your left foot, reach your other arm over. If you like that. The other option is to come over your bent leg and kind of stack your fist and rest your forehead. Or the last option is just to walk your hands forward and just come down and forward fold there. So play with it. Find what feels the best on your low back, okay? Sometimes if you have low back issues and you're pulling on it, it's only going to make it worse. So I'm going to take mine to the side here. And your arm doesn't have to stay up the whole time. You can let it, you might get tired, you can let it come down behind your back if you want to open up a little bit more through your upper body. ahead and bring yourselves up straight. And then take your fingertips and put them behind you so that your fingers are pointing towards your bum. And we're just going to do a little lift here. And then let's go ahead and land your right hand to the side of your right knee and maybe a little bit in front of it. And we're just going to press ourselves up onto our knee and just reach. All right, let's do the other side. So go ahead and extend your right leg out now. And then take your left foot and bring it to the inside of your right thigh. I feel like I said that wrong on the last time. We'll check. Doesn't matter, we're doing both sides, so it doesn't really matter which side you did before. Okay, all right, again, we're just gonna find the position that feels best in our body. And it might be different on this side because we are not the same on each side. Like for me, can't reach as far. Goes into this knee a little bit. And your knee, your inside foot doesn't have to touch. It can just be in this general direction. Okay, might be too strenuous on your knee to make it touch. So if it needs to be bent out in front of you, that's okay, okay? Let's come up out of that. And again, take your hands. So your fingertips are pointing towards your bum and we're gonna lift ourselves. Heart center up, a little back bend here. Just to counter that pull that we had. And then take your left hand to the side of your left knee and then start to press yourself up to your left shin. And then sweep your hand down. All right, so we're gonna take it to tabletop next. So if you have knee issues and you like a little bit more cushioning, or even if you don't have knee issues and you still like a little bit more cushioning, spread your blanket out, maybe a little bit of thickness, not too much, okay? It just feels nice. And you have the blanket, so why not? Okay. Don't be anti-props, okay? Especially in yin. We need the props. Okay, so tabletop, your knee is to your hips, okay? Your wrists to your shoulders. See that line? Right. And we're just gonna Bring your elbows straight back. Just teeny tiny mini push-ups here. I know I'm sprinkling some strength for it. I'm already in practice. Couple more. And then let's just come all the way down to your forearms, okay? And then extend your right foot back, left foot back, and come to a forearm plank just for a moment. Pull your low belly in, roll your inner thighs towards each other, okay? Heels are back, tailbones pointing towards your heels. I know. Some couple more here, couple more seconds. Pull your low belly away from your shirt. And then let's just go all the way down. You can bend your knees and shake it out side to side. All right, so we've already kind of got ourselves set up for our next pose. We're gonna come to Sphinx pose. Now, if you're finding this is too pinchy on your low back, just walk your hands up a little. You can even bring your palms together, triangle arms. Okay. So come to Sphinx. If you're more on an advanced level of Yin practice, there is the option to come to Seal, where you bring your hands right next to your heart center, press up, and start to straighten your forearms. Again, this would be more an advanced level pose. I don't even really like to do it that much myself, so I like to stick with a nice, gentle Sphinx here. There is the option, I'll tell you also, if you have one of your towels, if you want to rest your head, because we don't want to strain our neck, okay? You can kind of fold it up. Let your forehead rest there too, okay? So that's another option for you. Just make sure you can breathe. When you're ready, go ahead and come all the way down into your belly and bring your forearms in front of you so you have like a forearm pillow. And we're gonna bend your left foot as close as you can to your bum, okay? Take your left hand and reach behind and try to grab the top of your foot. You can rest your head on your right arm, okay? From here, you can stay here. If you want to open up a little bit more through the upper body, you can start to press your foot into your hand You can feel that opening through the back shoulder blade, through the front of the heart center. Just for a moment. And then you can release it. And we're going to take your left knee and bring it so it aligns with your hips. You're making a 90 degrees here from hip to knee, knee to hip. All right, and you can still stay rested here. Come to a half frog. It helps release all of the back bending we just did in our low back, okay? All right, let's bring your left leg back and then change your arms. Bring your left arm in front. We're going to bend your right foot as close as you can to your bum. Reach back with your right hand. You can rest your head on your left arm. And again, option to press your foot, the top of the foot into your hand. And then go ahead and softly release and then bring your right knee up to a 90 now, just like we did on the left side. So hip to knee, knee to ankle is 90. And let's just rest here for a moment. The one nice thing about Yin Yoga is when we do it, we can just come to a place where there's really doesn't have to be a lot of talking. There doesn't have to be a lot of doing. We can just find, I always like to say, the clarity in the stillness. All right, let's undo that. We're going to bring our hands to each side of our heart center. Your elbows are straight back. Tuck your toes. We're going to press ourselves to tabletop, and then let's lift back to downward facing dog just for a moment, just to stretch out the back of our legs, our hamstrings, our calves. We don't want to ignore the rest of our body here. Everything's connected. Even if we're focusing on our arms, everything is connected. Let's come back down to tabletop. And we're going to take your left hand, bring it behind your head, and just kind of lift your elbow up a little bit, okay, like that. Lift it up. And then we're just going to point your elbow straight down and bring it all the way behind your right arm, and then land on your left side of your head, and then you can walk your right arm up, okay? All right, let's slowly bring yourself up. Come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes. Lift back up to downward facing dog for a moment. Stretching out our, again, back of our legs here, okay? And then let's come back to tabletop. And we're going to take our right hand behind our head now. And then lift up your elbow. Look up. And then bring your right arm behind your left. Land yourself down on your left side. And then walk your left hand up. Okay. And then drag your left hand back, press yourself back up, okay? You're gonna take your other towel or blanket and then just bring it behind your knees. Bring your toes together and take your knees to the edge of your mat here. Okay, we're gonna come to tackle. And then just walk your hands straight out in front of you. Rest your forehead. And then walk your fingertips a little bit more. Really get the stretch in your upper arms. And then let everything get heavy. If you need to take your head to the side, if that feels better, you can. If you have a big nose, like I do, it feels a little better. You can bring yourself back up, your knees together. And we're going to roll around onto our backs. You can come all the way down. You can either keep the blanket there if you like it, or not. You can remove it. It's up to you. Just going to take your feet to the edge of your mat on both sides, okay? And then just drop your knees to the right. Take your left hand and bring it up by your ear and then kind of reach over a little bit, okay? And let's bring your knees back up and then walk your feet in to hip width. And then let's hug your knees in your chest and grab onto the back of your thighs. You can do a little wiggle roll here. And then let's do the other side. So take your feet to the edge of your mat, drop your knees to the right. And then your left arm is going to go up. I'm sorry, your right arm's going to go up by your right ear. Right when you're ready, bring your legs back up. Walk your feet back to hip width, and then hug your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug before we set up for Savasana. So in Savasana, sometimes it's nice to put a blanket under your knees. If you like that, that's always an option. Okay. If you don't like it, don't do it. And then let everything just get really heavy, okay? Press your head on the mat again. Let's walk our shoulder blades down like we did earlier. Spread your fingers wide and then let them relax. Soften your eyes. Lips together, teeth apart, and lower your tongue away from the top of your mouth. Ready, start to bring some movement to your fingers and to your wrists, to your toes and your ankles. Just do a nice gentle little circles here. And then we're gonna bend your knees again. Give yourself a final hug. Hopefully not the final one, but of the day, but the final one for the practice. And then we're gonna slowly take our knees to the side and just pause here, honoring your breath and your body and yourself for showing up. And then slowly bring yourself up. Thank you, everyone. I hope your upper body feels a little looser, a little stronger. May you be okay. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. May you know kindness. May you know peace. May you know love. Namaste. All right, everyone. I hope to see you, hopefully see you for the final week next week. If not, hope to see you again sometime, and take care of yourself. Okay.